Namaste all. Welcome to Ayurvani Ayurveda Enlighten Your Life. Today let us discuss about the topic which affects us the most: obesity, overweight, staulium. Basically, weight word affects us the most nowadays. So what are we waiting for? Let's get into our topic. This video is a roller coaster ride for all of us to learn and understand about obesity, overweight, staulium in terms of both modern and Ayurvedic science. In this video, we are gonna see the following topics. First, what is obesity? Second, myths relating to obesity. Third, mistakes we do to lose weight. Fourth, how does Ayurveda deal with obesity? First, what is obesity? According to the World Health Organization, abnormal or excessive fat accumulation that presents a risk to health is known as overweight and obesity. So, we have a method to know if we are perfect or overweight, that is BMI, body mass index, which is kg per meter square. That is, we need to divide our body weight by the square of our height in meters. So, according to WHO, BMI of 25 is considered to be overweight. Over 30 is considered to be obese. If you are below 25, then there is no need to worry. But above 25, have to worry a bit and take some hard work. The worldwide obesity has nearly tripled since 1975. Now we have more death rates with overweight and obesity than underweight population. According to Ayurveda, overweight and obesity are considered to be Santarpajanya Vyadhi. To be precise, it is considered as Staulia. This condition is considered to be caused by the activities which increase Medodhatu and Kapha dosha. Now, let's burst some myths around us relating to obesity. First one, cutting carbs. Our body requires a balanced diet, even if we are overweight or obese. If we do like protein diets, etc., or cut down our carbs, our body functions get affected. So, do take carbs but in a limit and don't totally avoid them. Second one, intake of low fat food. There is only around 2 to 6% less fat in the low fat food, and these foods are more processed than the fat foods. So it's better we take full fat food than low fat food. Anything we take in excess is a problem. When our diet is balanced and limited, you can never gain weight. Third one, skipping meals. Our body has a mechanism. If you make it starve, it will get damaged. In time, if we can supply our body with a mini meals frequently, it works great and we tend to lose weight easily. Fourth one, genetically obesity cannot be cured. There is nothing such. Fifth one, exercising but not losing weight. Many of people start exercising but lose hope as they feel they are not losing their weight. Our body needs time, it burns. Before that, it makes you fit. There will be some weight loss which you may not notice, but you will surely have some inch loss or some fat might be reduced inside your body which is not measured. So don't give up. And last, banana increases your weight. If you take a banana a day, it energizes you, but if you take anything in excess, it causes damage. Now let's focus on mistakes we do to lose weight. In Ayurveda, we have a concept of Prakriti. It can be considered to body type. Every body's Prakriti differs. So what works for others may not work for you. Second, stop following diets from net without medical advice. Stop experimenting with your body. It's not a garbage bin. Third, according to Ashtanga Hridayam, honey is not supposed to be mixed with any hot matter, and for losing weight, we take an initial step of lemon, honey, warm water, which is wrong. Fourth, please don't have foreign foods like avocado, quinoa, etc. have your regional food which grows in your region. It suits your body. Now let's see how does Ayurveda deal with obesity. In Ayurveda, the physician first determines your body type and then gives treatment accordingly. Ayurveda is a customized treatment made according to the patient's body type. And in this way, they help to reduce your weight healthier with extra health benefits added. Now, let's see the Nidana of obesity. Nidana means the cause of obesity according to Ayurveda. First one, lack of physical exercise. Second, daytime sleeping. Third, excessive intake of food which tastes sweet. Fourth, excessive intake of unctuous food content. Now, let's see the Rupa of obesity, that is signs and symptoms of obesity. Dyspnea on slight exertion, we'll have thirst, we'll have delirium, we'll feel drowsy, we'll feel lethargy, we'll have sharp hunger, we'll feel loss of physical strength, we'll have foul smelling sweat. And we will see the patyas. Patyas here are the things we are supposed to follow when we are obese. So we are supposed to do fasting, we are supposed to intake light food which is easy to digest. Then we are supposed to take food which contains bitter or astringent taste. We are supposed to avoid excess intake of fatty food. Then we are advised to take old rice of red or white variety. Then we are advised to take roasted meat, and we are supposed to do physical exercise. Then we will go and see to apatyas. Apatyas means what are the things we are not supposed to do when we are obese. First one, intake of hard to digest food, sweet, unctuous type of food. This is not supposed to be done. Intake of sugar cane juice, intake of meat of aquatic animals are not to be done. We are not supposed to have incompatible food, and we are not supposed to lead sedentary lifestyle. Thank you. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel, and please do comment.